Right, Academy of Science. Suez Canal. 1869 is when it opened then, apparently. Yeah. Interesting. Explosive shells would be nice. I'd want these, though. I think I'm going to allow my money to grow, really. Righto. Let's see. What is suggested here, then, my lad? Luxury goods. Ammunition, arms, manufactured goods. We'll see in time. We'll see in time. Okay, can we see any change in loyalty over in Bayern? 55, 45, 45, 55. That's quite nice then. Okay, let's save here. Rightio, so this is our first taste of actual legitimate warfare in this campaign then. Alright, let's see how it goes. I was just thinking then, like, would I have been better off doing this in like a AAR sort of style, like after action report? You know what, honestly, I'm kind of proud of doing this. I'm kind of proud of this. I'd love to finish a campaign. If I could finish a campaign, I think that'd be amazing. So, yeah, even if it takes a year, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I feel bad for people watching it, though. Bum, bum, ba 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 bum, bum, bum. I really want to see us just demolish the Egyptian fleet. I just want to see that. If I could see that, that'd be great. We did build a good number of battleships. How many did we build? I think we started with 2, and then I think we built another 3, actually. I can't quite remember, but we built quite a few squadrons on each one of them, having about 4 battleships in each, so that's quite a good number. I just want to have a port down here. And if I could take something from the Ottomans, I'd be quite happy to take Libya or possibly Crete. If I could take Crete or something like that, establish a naval base in the area, we could have our own Austrian Malta. Aye. Bum 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 ba 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 bum. There we go. So we are losing quite a bit of power from the bloody attrition of going through all those tiles, which is awful. I imagine once we have better ships it'll not take as much, or obviously naval technology, like command technology, that sort of thing, like fleet signaling, and etc. Would not matter as much. I do wonder where the Egyptian Navy is. Okay. Right. 4 rice. Okay, that's rather interesting. Seems we were delayed. Opium has changed in price. We finished building an ammunition shop. Fantastic. Ah, trade provisions. That's going to be quite interesting. Maritime law, bilateral trade treaties. Okay. Quite a few things at once there. Can we take a look at those? Right. What am I looking for here? Maritime law. Maritime law, maritime law. Where for that though? Must have missed it. If it's even here, that is. Okay, somewhere else, either way, whatever. It might be just that we've gained the theory, so now we can actually research it. Which could be a strong possibility. Okay. Ah, yes, here we go. Bilateral trade. Right, so we'd have a better chance of making trade. Well, we'd have a better chance of securing trade, I should say. Right. Dahlgren guns. Choose new events. Doesn't add any modifiers. Maritime law. Interesting. Issued in 1865. Ah, I want these muzzle-loaded rifles. If we can get that quickly and be there before other nations, that'd be great. Okay. So we'll be there sooner. So I think we'll be about ready to send out the fleet. Okay. So we'll have them on passive. In fact, I'll have them land over there. So just go in passive. There we go. I'm saving up cash, so I think I might build some more rails, actually. Right, so the Sardinians are really making a bloody effort in Libya. And we're also seeing some Prussians in Libya. Oh, is that Tunisia? No, that's not Tunisia. What am I thinking of? What's the old name? Oh, what is the old name for it? God. It's something with a C. Syrenesia, maybe. Right. I'll find this one out. Something with like a sigh. Ah, yes. Syrenesia. That's it. Whenever the game's ready here. I do notice that the music just randomly ended there. A little bit awkward. Just looking up at little Roman maps then. Ah, there we go. Please don't let me lose to cohesion. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah. They got the message there. So we're blockading the Egyptians and we're only seeing a tiny force there. Our invasion force is off the coast. That's good. Right, so where should we land? I think we should land, perhaps here, but at least we can capture that city, have a source of supply. There's a port there. So yes, try and destroy the Egyptian navy at the same time. Bum 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 bum. Right. Yep, Egypt succeeded in retreating, like cowards they are. Right, so we have 98,000 men here, 7,000 horse and 296 cannon. Along with 119 ships, holy shit. That's a lot of ships. Apparently. Do we offload here? Maybe. Yeah, it might be a good idea, actually. At least then we can get into a orderly position. So we'll offload over here. 5 days until we're offloaded. Okay. 5 days. So you're going to hold this position for 5 days then. Good. Right. You know what? I think we should invest in the Navy. That's what I think. Right, these are screws. Frigates, screws. Right, so I need steamships. I don't think I'll be happy until I can build steamships. At least then they'll be, of more use. I can see some trade going out over here. Coffee. Cotton, wool. That's quite cool. So I imagine we'll be intercepting this Egyptian trade. Right then, do we have any war score from blockading them, actually? Let's see. Wars. Africa. No war score as of yet. But then let's just take some then, shall we? That cohesion's really not too fun. But the fleet is just stronger by far anyway, so that's good news. I'm so glad I've got to use my fleet! Ah, it feels so nice! Right, we see weak Egyptian forces as well. Fantastic. Makes you wonder why the Ottomans have not marched into here as well. I'd imagine they, could, but, I mean, it really depends. Their supply network is absolute shite. And the, rebel problem would be pretty horrific as well, I'd imagine. Bum, 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 bum. I do hope we can take some territory. I want to take some territory. I may have to turn on the option so we can, like, take random shit like that. It may possibly give us some kind of claim. I don't know. Maybe. Probably not. You have to, like, have some kind of claim on an area. So, we'll see. Ah, dear. Frankly, at this point, I just want to see what happens. It's been so long before since we've done anything. And we've not done anything militarily since this is our first action. It's good to see that we can carry we can carry a large army. I mean, this is far larger than we need. Right, so the Egyptian forces are 285 strength, so that's interesting. So Egyptian ships out in the waters there. Our forces have been landed. Good, good. They're digging in. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. Fantastic. Boy, wouldn't it have been really cool if there was a modern version of a game? Basically, like Pride of Nations mechanics obviously improved, but something like the Roman Empire. That could be quite interesting. And I apologise for that sound outside, that's basically a bloody ice cream van. Or, yeah, I mean, the Victorian era is just fantastic. So much going on. Okay, here we go. A proposal from Prussia. I almost said Prussia. No, Russia. God damn it. Okay. Let's get it together. Right, what am I receiving here? Treaties to reply. State visit from Prussia. Okay, sure. Agitated for support in Holstein. Holstein. One of those. We finished building some depots over here. Some industrial forts have finished as well. Lovely. Yeah, quite a number of them have actually finished. Good, good. I could do with building some depots down here, actually. I mean, we have one... Actually, no, we seem okay. It's just I'm used to seeing it like that, but fair enough. Righto. And right, you're not activated this turn, okay. Supply. We should have a decent amount of supply. I think I'm going to march into here anyway. And if I can't get anything going on there, I want to march across here. Get them over there. Have them combined with the main fleet. Then at least we can try and land over here. Perhaps. Aye, we'll see what happens. Okay. So, let's see. What is it suggesting to me? I do notice that we have a little bit of inflation there, which is kind of bad. Perhaps some more railways. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Hi. Connects up southern Italy. Sorry, the Dalmatian area. Croatian, Dalmatia, you know what I mean. Well, it's kind of both, isn't it? Okay. Zagreb wouldn't be bad in the network either. Presburg, indeed, as well. So I think we should just kind of aim for rail lines. And we should save up for these, actually. Get that coal out there. Okay. So we'll leave it as is, then. So we don't take any bloody inflation. Right, so these men are going to march out. There we go. Bum ba bum bum ba bum. I mean, we could get lucky and the commander activate in the following turn. Well, during this turn. I doubt it. I doubt it. My luck is not that good. But hey, we've landed. And interestingly enough, our colour upon the desert is literally the desert, so that's going to be kind of interesting. We can liberate the desert from the colours of the oppressors. Aye. I do imagine we're... Actually, no, what's quite interesting is the fact that we're not technically blockading those ports. I find that weird. I'm confused as to why we're not blockading. Ah, well. We can clearly see that the Egyptian navy is not powerful enough to challenge us as they've been retreating, and they've not dared to come out, so that's a good sign for me. I just hope I can seize this settlement over here, then I can get my ships in to gather some cohesion back. I'll just hold my forces in the area just for the time being. And gather up. Ba-bum. Oh, hello. Austrian victory, I see. Right. Holy shit. So we lost 0 men while they lost over 6,000 men. Holy shit. Gunboat. Coastal artillery. Supply train. Was this fought at sea? No, this was fought on land. Interesting. Ah. Very good. Oh dear. Bum 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 bum. Oh right, is that because of the Russian ship in there? Now that looks like a proper warship, so that's fairly interesting. A long way from home too. Aye. Okay. Wrong area. Right then. It's a bloody camel. That's brilliant. Bloody camel. Oh well, good for me. Bloody camels. Right, so their army's in here. Huh. Interesting. Sure, that can stay on there, then we can swap it out. Right. 232 strength. And so what we'll do then is we'll send out a corps over here. So this is 24, almost 25,000 men. They will go occupy that position there. These men will lay siege to the city here. I don't know how long it'll take us to break in. We'll find out, won't we? I'm not too fond of splitting up my forces, but I suppose we should do it just to gather this up now. Okay. Yes, we took 3,200 prisoners there. Lovely. The fact that we lost 0 men, though. Bloody hell, Britain, chill out. Imagine that's their navy building up that strength. Irritatingly, I can't see my own strength here. That's bloody annoying. I don't know how I rank up to them. Ah, what am I to do? I mean, this is good practice for what we could do to the Ottomans. I mean, the thing is, we have the capability to send out, well, project naval power, so that's very nice. Right, so I do need Damietta. Then at least I can put the fleet into a port. They can recover. I mean, it's not large, it's only like a little harbour, but still, it's better than nothing. Allows us to basically recover somewhat. But I do find it quite interesting that you can sail down the Nile. I don't know if we'd be able to do it with our warships. I really don't know, actually. I mean, possibly. Possibly. It would be one way to invade Egypt. Bum ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum ba bum. Ba bum ba bum. Okay, they're moving out. Hopefully they do not get intercepted. I don't think the Egyptians will come for us. I don't know. Even if they do, we may be able to hold out. Who knows? I mean, it is 25,000 men. It's no pushover. And then his reinforcements nearby. Of course, they're over the Nile, but hey-ho. Right, there we go, across the Nile. We've seized the city! Dominiance has fallen to the Austrian Empire. Their fleet has retreated, it seems, and annoyingly not been caught by our own. Right, so now the port has actually been blockaded, which is weird because I now own the city anyway, so sure. I'll put the fleet into harbour. We'll have our corps there take up possession of Damietta. Then the siege can begin properly. We'll have our ships regain their cohesion, and we'll be good to go. I could bring in more reinforcements, but honestly I don't think I'd need to, though I might bring in siege mortars, depending on how long it takes. Right, there we go. So still technically not ours due to the fact that we don't have that military control. Either way, it does not matter. Right, there we go. So we now occupy this, and we can have the fleet come in here. They can go in passive. Interesting time to build a railroad there, mate. Interesting time. Actually, I do want to see, actually. Right, we'll cancel that. Could I move down here? No. Maybe frigates could? No idea. Right, so just dig in there, man. Munitions is a little bit low, but that's no problem. Rightio. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, ba-bum, bum. Right, the Empire must grow larger. Anything there? Ha. Right. Pose. We'll go for a new medal, see if we can pass a new medal. That'd be quite nice. I wouldn't complain if we got to keep the railroad construction, actually. That'd be pretty fucking cool. Aye. Right, so I'm glad that we've captured the port then at last. We can move our fleet in, start to regain some cohesion, and all that good stuff. That's nice. Nice not to be looking at Austria for a change. As mighty as the Empire is, it's nice to look at other things, specifically nations that we are kicking the ass of. Bum, ba 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 bum. So if needs be, I can bring in reinforcements. I don't think we'll need them. And in fact, I could do with colonial forces due to the fact that we're fighting in a bloody desert. Alexandria's not too bad due to the fact it's, well, it's a basin, isn't it? The river basin. So there's quite a lot there. And imagine pretty much most of the Egyptian food supply, really. I mean, Egypt was the Roman breadbasket. Just like the Ukraine was the Soviet breadbasket. Aye. So facto, we should invade Ukraine. Grab all of the food baskets. And again, I mean, like, Hungary is quite a breadbasket too. Can't complain. Can't complain. Bum 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 bum. Right off they go into port. Right, there we go. That's what I like to see. Right, so we've seen some Egyptian cavalry. Aye. Egyptian forces over there. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, ba, ba, bum. Right, fantastic. So we now have military control of the area. Good news. Yep, the fleet's already regained that cohesion. 2 a day, fantastic. Rightio. Ah. Invasion of your forces, okay. Well, there we go. So imagine the port will fall in time. I could assault the actual city itself, I mean. Aye. Oh, 3 gold. That's not too bad. Aye, so 0 hits. So in all honesty, I can sit here with absolutely no problem. I imagine supply is fairly well off, and there we go, we instituted another military medal there. Aye, getting some more prestige here, aren't we? Well, a decent amount, a little bit, just a tad, but still, it makes a difference. So yes, glory to the Austrian Empire, glory to the Kaiser, and glory to this fine commander, Mr. Heinrich. And glory to Dalrup, how the hell you say it, Hans. Glory to Hans, the glorious admiral. So until next time, guys, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and have a great day wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Goodbye for now.